then it's understandable that you do feel that way. So what we're going to cover are 6 tools that are going to create your 1-minute elevator speech. That's the first thing. So you can articulate what you want to say at a networking event. And you can also utilize these 6 tools for any talk, presentation, workshop that you're doing. Whether you're doing a 60-second elevator to a 7-day presentation, they're the same tools. And I've done over 20 years of research and dedicated study and time to the top speakers, plus working with my own coach and mentor to find out what the best people do, the best speakers do. So the 6 things that we're going to do are, as you can see, preparing yourself. So the very, very first thing is preparing yourself before you speak. Now this is so critical. In fact, what I do is, I wrote these out so we could save some time. What I do in my Ultimate Speaker trainings is something we call BRAVE, or something I call BRAVE. B for breath, R for relaxation, A for alignment, V for voice, and E for energy. Why we do this, why we want to breathe, is that when we're stressed, when we've got that tightness, we do clavicular breathing, which is breathing in the upper chest area. And so we get really tight. And if you just want to, for a moment, just scrunch up your shoulders like that and try and breathe deep. It's pretty impossible, isn't it? And that's what we're doing. We're holding this tension in our shoulders, in our neck, and we're trying to breathe deep. So everything's like, ah. And what we want to do is bring our breathing down into this area here, into the solar plex area. And we want to practice and develop the skill of intercostal diaphragmatic breathing. And that's about bringing this in here so that you're deep breathing into this area, so that your rib cage is expanding out and up, and your diaphragm is out and down. Because what you want to do is open up that cavity, because we're all designed differently, and depending on the cavities in our bodies, the proportion of our bodies, our voices are unique to that. That's the reason why we are unique in the way our voice sounds. So that's the point. We want to develop that inner breathing. And that is such a key thing for reducing the stress and developing the confidence and the certainty when it comes to speaking. So what I'd love you to do is just stand up for a moment, I hope you've got enough room there, and let's just practice a moment of that deep breathing. Now, part of BRAVE that we do, and we need to just skim through this because being the short period of time that we have together, I can only just give you a slice, but it's all good because you will at least have handouts. Now with alignment, what I'll get you to do is just stand with your feet shoulder width apart, knees nice and relaxed, shoulders, just shake them out a little bit and relax them down. And just on a scale of 1 to 10, just think of a number where 1 is you're feeling like really, really stressed at this particular moment, and 10, you're feeling, whew, I'm just as cruisy as. So you're really, really relaxed. So just keep that number in mind and test, and we'll check in a few minutes. Okay, all right. So what I want you to do is just imagine, visualize, bring color into that solar plex area if you want to. Bring a sound, but just visualize breathing into that area. And as you breathe deep, just allow your abdomen to expand, filling the air right up into your lungs, the upper lungs. That's right, beautiful. Hold it for a moment and relax. Breathe out. Just relax your abdomen, stomach, shoulders. Relax your knees, and we'll go again. So breathing into that area again. Filling those lungs and feeling that joy and feeling the sensation, bringing in the colours, holding it, and relax. Good job, good job. And one more time, because the mind loves to think in threes. So breathing into that solar plex area. Holding it there for a moment and relax. Okay. So thinking of that number that you just thought of before you started this, has that number gone up now that you are feeling more relaxed, where 10 is more relaxed? Has that number gone up for you? Yeah, absolutely. So what I really, because, and you can sit down now if you want to, now that you've experienced that, what you want to do is develop the fitness. Because when you think about it, if you're wanting to tone up, you're wanting to lose some weight, or you're wanting to get fit for some event, it takes practice and consistency. So it's about building the skill. And this is the same for speaking, because our voices are like exactly that. They need to be looked after and tuned like a musical instrument and taken care of. And so it's about our physical fitness and developing these muscles between the intercostal muscles, in fact, between the ribs, developing that fitness so that you really have that longevity, or however long you need to speak. Does that make sense? Is that all good? Okay, cool. That's very cool. All right, now let's move on to the next part. So that was step one, a little bit about preparing yourself. Now, step two is know what you're offering and know your outcome. Now, what this is about is you want to do some research before you go to any network event so that you're knowing who you're going to be speaking to, who's going to be there, who do you want to have a conversation with. So you want to know, what are their pain points? What are the things that they get stressed about? What do they need help with? How can your services, your products, what you're offering, help them? So that's what you want to do first up, is to do that research. And then the second part of that is to know your outcome. So now that you've done that research, what is it that you want to achieve when you get there? Because what you're doing is you're setting an intention. You're setting an intention, it gives clarity, focus, so that you're going out there very clear on what you want to achieve. And the reason why you do that is that intention, that focus is sending, I don't know whether you believe in this, but I know it works for me, sending that intention out to the universe brings it back to you. It truly does. It does work.